Guys, I know it's been like 5 years since the last time I made a video. Basically, I'm not even gonna get into all of it. I was incredibly busy and I was also being a little bit lazy, but we're not even gonna get into all that. If you remember a while ago, like last year, I made a video and it was about social anxiety, and I talked about how making that one decision to go sit in the cafeteria allowed me to meet my best friend. Just sort to say, we're not friends anymore. There was a whole issue. We're not even going to get into all that. That's not even necessary. But, bottom line is we are no longer friends. Yeah, she was removed out of my life. She started manifesting towards the end of our friendship. I can give you like a little short summary. Basically, like at the beginning of our junior year, we were all cool. Everything's going great. And then out of nowhere, she started ignoring me, not talking to me. She would like avoid me in class. She would just act really weird. And I finally confronted her as to why. And then she started attacking me and spewing all these things that I had done wrong, apparently, that came out of nowhere. And I apologize because I don't even remember doing those things. But I'm the kind of person where if I hurt you in any way, regardless of how I meant it, if I hurt you, I'm going to apologize. And basically, even after I apologized, she still acted the same way. She was making all these mean faces on the phone, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So that was very hurtful because I felt like I finally found a friend and it just didn't work out, which really hurt my feelings. But it's okay because, God provides, and I have new friends now that don't act weird towards me. Basically, so the title of this video is inspired by that situation, and I'm calling this video Not Everybody Can Come With You. That friendship happened to end around a time where I was really elevating me in my life, and I received these amazing, fantastic opportunities, and these were things that when I would try to share them with her, she would always act weird or she didn't want to hear them. There was a time where I got to go to this dance festival, which was like a really big deal, and I was out of school for like 3 days, and anytime she missed school, I would always be like, hey, are you okay? Text her, call her. She'd be like, oh, thanks for checking up on me. I missed 3 consecutive days of school, wasn't in class, and when I came back, she didn't even ask where I was, how I was, or anything like that. So that was very helpful. But yeah, God was doing some really amazing things, and he's doing even more amazing things now. But yeah, he was just doing some great things for me, and yeah, the one person I wanted to share them with, I didn't feel like I could. So the scripture I have for this video is Genesis 13, and it is the story of Abram and Lot. I'll read a little bit of the summary that I have. I'm looking at my notes. This says, this is verse 1, I think. God told Abram to depart from his family, livestock, relatives, and go to the land which he will show him, so he did. He took Sarai and their possessions, and Lot went with him, and Lot had his possessions. But there was an incompatibility between Abram and his herdsmen and Lot's herdsmen. Their wealth was too great for them to coexist in that land, so Abram said they should separate, and kindly let Lot have the first choice of land. And Lot chose to settle in the whole Jordan Valley, as the land was very fertile. And Lot moved and settled his tents near Sodom. Y'all know what Sodom and Gomorrah is. And he settled among the cities there. Sodom was a place that was very known for how wicked and sinful those people were. I mean, they were so bad that God had to burn them. God had to burn the whole land alive because they were so terrible. They were so wicked. So it's like, that's like, I'm not gonna say that. Imagine going to live in a place, settling in a place where it is just, that those people are just horrible. I mean, they doing some real crazy stuff. But because that place might be wealthier or whatever, it's kind of like Hollywood, actually. It's like Hollywood. Y'all know how wicked them and crazy them people are, and you still get in bed with them. That's basically what he did, because he wanted some money. Basically, he wanted some resources. So what did he do? He went and settled in that land, knowing how wicked them people were. And mind you, Abram is a servant of God. They're supposed to be cool with God like that, and Lot is settling in a place where people are known to like despise this God and just be super like crazy. So, but after they separated, this is when God said to Abram, I am giving all this land as far as you can see to you and your descendants as a permanent possession, and I will give you so many descendants that like the dust of the earth they cannot be counted. Go and walk through the land in every direction, for I am giving it to you. That's Genesis 13, verse 15 through 17. Notice how it wasn't until Abram and Lot separated that God commanded the blessing. You peep that? It wasn't until Abram was like, okay, let's go on about our own, let's part ways now. And then God was like, okay, now I'm finna bless Abram. That's not a coincidence. God knows the hearts of all people. He knows our thoughts, desires, etc. And it was very telling of what Lot's heart posture was when he decided to go settle in a place that was known for wickedness and known for sin, and that was known for like the people like doing everything that was against his God. And he chose to settle there simply because the land was fertile and he knew he would get more money out of that. But it didn't seem to bother him that those people were so sinful and that town was so wicked. But because he really just wanted some money, he decided to settle there. That showed his heart posture. It showed that he cared more about worldly possessions and wealth rather than what God wanted for him. Because he didn't even think to consult God and be like, hey, where should I settle? So, yeah. And what's crazy is God ended up later destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. Something he would have known had he consulted God first before he did that. So God could see Lot's heart, and he knew that Lot would not be able to handle the blessing that was on Abram's life. God had to remove the garbage. I hate to say it like that, but yeah. He had to remove the garbage that was around Abram. He had to remove the threat to the blessing before he could command the blessing. God knew that Lot was a threat to Abram's blessing. He knew he would not be able to handle the weight of that blessing and what was going to come with, and he knew that he would not be wise with it or handle it responsibly. So he had to remove him from his life in order for Abram to have everything he wanted him to have. He didn't want there to be any threats to Abraham's blessing. He knew that Lot could not share in that blessing because he knew that Lot's heart posture was not in the right place. He knew that Lot's heart was not after his own, but Abram's heart was, which is why he blessed Abram and not Lot. And he had to separate the threat to the blessing before he could command the blessing. So yeah, I say all that to say, not everybody can come with you. There are going to be seasons of your life where you lose people that you thought would be you'd be friends with forever, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friendship, a family member. No matter what it is, there are times where you're going to lose those people and you're going to be like, dang, I thought that person was my ride or die. I thought it was going to be cool forever. I thought we were in it like this. And it turns out they just weren't. They were with you for a season. I thought that her and I were going to be friends forever. I thought we were going to travel together. I thought we were going to be besties for life. I thought she was going to be in my wedding. Because mind you, that was like my first friend, that real friend that I made in high school. And I was so excited about it. And then for her to be removed from my life out of nowhere, and for the way that it happened was literally insane. I was just like completely thrown for a loop. But then I had to realize that at the end of the day, like our friendship was not really a friendship. It was very one-sided. She was very controlling. She never really asked about my interest. I knew everything about her. She didn't know anything about me. So yeah, but then after that, after we stopped being friends, suddenly I've got these amazing, crazy opportunities. I mean, I was already getting great things, but when her and I stopped being friends, I mean, God really like, whoosh. I mean, he released the floodgates as far as blessings in my life, because I was like, dang, like the things that I've done, y'all. I'll have to do an update maybe later, but man, how he has blessed me. He has, oh, I could go on and on about that, but yeah, he has really blessed me. And it's really, I feel like, because it was like cutting off that dead weight, because he knew that she wouldn't be able to handle the call that was on my life. So that it could be the same thing for you guys. The people that were removed from your life, most likely God knew they would not be able to handle the call on your life, and they were going to spoil it for you. If you ever tried to share things with them, share good things that happened to you with them, they'd be jealous, they'd be angry, they would just be hating on you, and it would really dumb you down. It would make you feel much sadder, and you wouldn't be able to appreciate what God was doing because you'd be afraid to make someone else feel bad. Because at the end of the day, God is never going to do less or make you shrink to make someone else feel comfortable. He's never going to do that, so you shouldn't do that either. God wants you to be able to flaunt everything you're doing for him, tell the whole world, God did this for me, God did that for me, because he wants to get the glory. But he's not going to get the glory out of your life if you're afraid to show somebody else what God has done for you. God can't be glorified if you're minimizing what he's done because you're trying to make someone else feel better. So it's like he has to remove and cut off that dead weight so that way you can fully shine in front of everybody, shine in front of all man. So that's basically what this video was about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a short one, but yeah, that's basically what God gave me. So yeah, also don't shrink down. Don't make yourself feel less than. Don't dumb yourself down to make others feel better. If they can't keep up, then that's on them. It just is what it is. If you like that, if you got it like that, then you got it like that. That just is what it is. So yeah, don't ever try to make yourself less than so someone else can feel more comfortable. And that goes for all areas of your life. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.